Mama, you still make the best coffee east of the Pacific Ocean.
And you're still the biggest flatterer in the territory.
Ooh,
What's
me?
your hurry?
Well, I wanted to get an early start and get over to the studio. Besides, Miss Hill said that she wanted to have a little chat before we go on the air, just discuss some background information or something.
Oh, honey, I'm so proud of you, saving that man's life and everything. Why, you're even catapulted into fame. Look out, you might even find the fortune goes along with it.
I didn't do anything that anybody else wouldn't have done.
Yeah, but nobody else did it. And you did. Oh, listen, I just would love to hear what your dad would say if he could see you now. Say, you know, he might be watching this show.
Mama, this is local TV. What would Daddy be doing in Port Charles? And you always said he was married to the oil fields of Oklahoma.
Well, it's Misery City down there. They can't sell the oil. They got pumped already, and who knows where the Roughnecks went. What do you mean, what would anybody be doing in Port Charles? What are you planning to do around here?
Just getting along, Mama, same as you. See you later.
Well, break your leg or whatever it is you break on an interview.
Thanks.
Some glad morning when the flag goes.
You know, I can't figure out that hospital board. I don't know why they had to be so judgmental. Couldn't they see that I was just getting the project started?
Oh, sure. The world's full of nitpickers. Just pay them no mind. You just miss Colton.
Oh, well, at least something good started out with this day. I thought it was the delivery man at the door or something.
Lucy! Oh, you should have seen him, too. Oh, he was dressed fit to kill. You know he's going to do that interview show this morning. That Tiffany Hill interview show.
Wait a minute. Don't make me sick. You're kidding, right? It's not true.
Well, of course it is. It's all about how he saved Sean Donnelly from being crushed to death on the docks.
I don't care what it's all about. All I know is that man is going to ruin my life. Oh. You're welcome, honey. Now be careful. Don't bang your arm on anything.
Do I usually go around banging my arm on things? Huh?
No, sweetheart, but you usually don't go around walking with your arm in a sling around your neck either, so
Look,
don't be...
Tiffany, I do not want to talk about what happened to me. I mean, it was just a minor little accident, that's all.
A stubbed toe is a minor accident, sweetheart. Yours made the news at 6 and 11.
That's only because the woman who runs the station is a closet hysteric who suddenly overreacted on me.
Honey, I'm going to take into consideration you're very weak and tired.
I'm not weak.
So, therefore,
And I am not
I have
tired.
something to ask you. All these little ugly...
I thought I heard voices down here.
Out of your mouth.
Welcome home, Sean.
What are you doing here, Cheryl?
It's a nice surprise.
Well, I hope so. I talked the doorman into letting me in because I'm Tiffany's sister.
Well, you certainly got a lot of bull, don't you?
I brought you some flowers, Sean. I thought you'd be going right up to your room, so I put them there. You look great. How do you feel?
Terrific. Never felt better.
As soon as he sits down, he'll feel terrific, and how the hell do you know where his bedroom is?
Hi. You going somewhere?
Alicia, hi. You're back.
Yeah, I got back yesterday.
Well, what happened? Any news on Frisco?
Oh, well, no, not really.
Come on, they must have said something.
Well, the WSB admitted that Frisco is still on the payroll, so I've decided to think positively that missing means missing and not dead.
I couldn't agree with you more. But it sounds like they gave you some hope at the WSB that he may still be alive.
Well, honestly, I don't know.
Well,
I'm excited. Where are you going?
I am. I'm flying out to Uruguay this afternoon.
To see Jake? That's wonderful.
Oh, it has to be wonderful. I've been such a crazy fool just writing off our marriage. We are getting back together, no matter what.
Is all Bobby Meyer's fault. She is such a little snake. I just know she poisoned all those people to me.
Oh, come on. The board is made up of very big money, smart people. Now, they don't need a little nurse telling them how to think. What'd she say?
Well, it started off very innocently. I was just showing them around, and they liked it. They were really impressed because it is gorgeous, and I guess because they liked it, I got a little bit cocky and overconfident, so I let my guard down.
Well, then what happened?
Then Bobby asked, how many children can your daycare center handle?
That was it?
That was enough. You know, I should have just said, it can handle 12 children right now, but I am growing with this. It will grow.
Well, sugar, 12 isn't very many people.
Oh, shut up. Come on, that is not the point I'm trying to make. What she said was that I was spending all this kind kind of money to take care of just a handful of kids, and then Edward Quartermain chimed in and started punching out numbers on his little calculator. After all that work I'd done.
Well, now, hold your horses a minute. They still need the daycare center, and they still need these children taken care of. Now, all you need to do is get more children in there and then
The hell
revise
with
your
those
budget.
children. I don't care about the children. The point is the timing. Tony is up for assistant chief of staff, and I cannot afford to have my image ruined right now.
Well, all right. Old Ed's just one member of the board.
Aunt Charlene, they all went along with him. Don't you see? I could feel it. I could just feel it and see it on their faces that Tony's chances were ruined. And if Tony's chances are ruined, that means I'm out in the cold, too.
I can tell you something that might help if you'll hold that pointy little tongue of yours for a minute. You think you can do that?
Depends.
You need Colton.
Oh, that's great. I need Colton. Yeah, I need Colton to shoot me in the head and put me out of my misery.
Oh, now,
laugh.
wait a minute. Hush. It's your just turn to hush. Now, you think about Colton as this awkward little kid who used to throw rocks at you, don't you? Right. But now this town thinks of him as a hero. What, everybody here, he's wearing a great big red cape with a capital S on his chest.
Oh, that's dandy, but how does that help me?
Well, it would do you a world of good to let everybody know that Colton's your cousin.
Oh, come on. I know that Colton has this whole town fooled, but have you been lobotomized, too? If that man ever showed 10% of his former self, we'd be run out of town. All three of us would be out of this place.
Wait a minute, sugar. I know he's not been an angel all of his life. But I know two other people who haven't either, and they're sitting right here in this room. Come on, Lucy. Why can't you give Colton the break you hope the world's going to give you?
Well, maybe I won't have to forgive him. Maybe he will just ruin my entire life on that television show today.
Thank you.
Oh, now let's prop pillows up.
All right.
Go. How's that?
That's perfect. You don't have to do all this, you know.
Oh, I want to, silly. Oh, we need a newspaper. Is there one around here somewhere?
It's usually delivered to the service store.
Tiffany? Is there a newspaper?
A newspaper? I have a little tea for us and a wonderful newspaper. Oh, there is a great story about your accident in the paper that even spelled your name
Just
right.
give me the sports page, will you, please? Thank
You
you.
know, I don't understand why you don't want to talk about your accident, sweetheart. You were lucky to be alive.
I think he just needs some rest. All this talk is making him grumpy.
You know, I agree with that. So why don't you just run on home and I'll handle it from here, okay?
No, wait just a minute. Sean might need something.
Yes, he does. He needs me. Just like I need him, right? So, oh, Sean, you remember I was going to ask you that favor?
Oh, yeah. What is it?
Well, do you remember I told you that I was having Dan Rooney on my show this morning?
Oh, I didn't know that, but if you want me to watch the show, I will.
Well, actually, I wanted you to do more than that. You see, I am doing this whole show about safety on the waterfront. You know, there's so much local traffic going on down there with all the ships unloading these big cargo stuff and everything.
Second thought, I don't think I want to watch it.
I'll join you.
Well, you won't have to because you're going to be on it.
I'm going to be what?
On it. You see, okay, let me tell you this. I thought that I would have Dan, and I'm going to have Colton Shore, okay? And just to get a different little perspective on this, then I thought, now this is the good part, I was going to have you and Colton, the rescuer and the victim, face to face in the studio. I mean, is that a good idea or what?
Victim? You want me to go on television before millions of people as a victim?
Yeah.
Are you out of your cotton-picking mind? Sean Donnelly is a victim in between dog food commercials?
I don't think victim was the word you were groping for, sis.
Come on, Sean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Honey, nobody's trying to put you down, sweetheart. I mean, we just want to tell what's happened. I mean, it happened, didn't
And
it?
the sooner I forget it, the better. And I'll be damned if I'm going to have it immortalized on videotape.
I don't blame you a bit. I think it's over with, and it's time to get on with
Would
your
you
life.
shut the mouth up, please? This is between Sean and me.
No, this is between the Tiffany who loves me and the Tiffany who would use any little trick to boost her own little star. And I just happen to be the trick of today. Thank you, darling, but no thank you.
You really believe that? Okay, fine. I'll go down to the station and I'll find something else to put on the news. Thanks a lot for your kind words, sister.
Anytime.
Man, I suddenly realized what I'd been saying to people, that my marriage was over and that Jake was never coming back. Then I had a scene with Scotty.
What kind of scene?
Oh, I'll tell you all about that when I get back. But you know, Scott did say something that got me thinking. He said that my whole life was just running around in circles, and that all I was doing was living for Jake to come back, and at the same time I was feeling rejected by Jake.
Well, you're right to go see Jake. If I could go see Frisco, I would leave yesterday.
I guess I probably should have done that right from the beginning. I was just so scared of how he was going to react. I still am, if you must know.
Why? He's going to be delighted.
Oh, Felicia, I hope so. What if he isn't? It's just that I've staked every hope I have on this trip. What if he isn't?
Yeah, but you called and let him know that you were coming, send him a telegram or something?
Well, I don't trust the mail, but I did send a telegram.
Well, then, if he didn't want you to come, he'd call you back or send you a letter or something, wouldn't he?
Thanks. You just made my day.
Well, that was easy.
I thought I heard you. How you doing? Did you find your husband or anything? Sorry to hear that.
Where are you off to? I have to give you some keys before I go.
General Hospital. I have an appointment with Dr. Hardy.
With Steve already?
Well, Bobby, you know, strike while the iron's hot.
Good luck.
Thank you. Gonna need it.
Yeah, I have to go see Sean. He's out of the hospital now, isn't he?
Yes, they only kept him in one night. Give him my love.
Oh, I will. Have you changed your mind about Colton Shore since he saved Sean's life?
No, I mean, I'm glad he saved Sean's life, but it's hereditary. He's still Lucy Coe's cousin. I haven't changed my mind.
Well, you're just not gonna let Lucy Coe off the hook, are you?
I'm not narrow-minded. I'll change when she changes.
Well, I think she's changed. Even so, I think Lucy and Colton are like night and day. Anyway, I have to go. What time are you flying out tonight?
This afternoon, so I'll be around.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.
You're all set to go.
Well, actually, I keep putting things in and taking them out and putting back in again.
Listen, I think what you're doing is really terrific. It's a great idea.
Thank you.
But I must say, Jake is very, very lucky to get a second chance. I very much envy him.
Well, it's a very nice thing to say, Scott. I can't imagine the old Scotty ever saying something like that, can you?
Well, unlike Lucy Coe, I have changed.
Have a great trip.
Thank you. Hang in there, Tiger.
Bobby, I want to show you something.
Sure. What?
My resume. I worked on it half the night. It's not exactly the way I want it, but I guess it's kind of hard to rewrite history.
Oh, this looks good. It's got all the basic facts. Has all the good jobs you've had.
And it leaves out the ones that I'd like to forget about.
Come on, Steve's not going to rely just on this piece of paper. You know that.
Well, that's sort of what I'm afraid of.
What do you mean?
Well, I want the job at the hospital so I can prove myself to my father. But yet, Steve is going to call Lee to get his opinion.
Well, what do you think Lee's going to say?
That I don't deserve the job.
Oh, come on. You're anticipating failure before anything ever happens. Now, stop that.
Well, how else am I supposed to look at it?
Well, granted, Steve probably is going to ask Lee and probably 20 other people about you, but in the end, he's going to make up his own mind. And I can guarantee that'll be a fair decision.
I guess that's what I'm really afraid of.
Scott, stop that. You have to believe in yourself. Come on. You have to do that in order to make Steve believe in you. Go fight for that job.
Hello, Ruby.
Well, I do hope I'm interrupting something.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was just on my way to the hospital. Bobby, I want to thank you for your support. Ruby, you have a nice day.
It was until now.
So long.
Good luck.
And what was that all about?
Oh, Ruby, it's so complicated I shouldn't go into it, but I can guarantee it's nothing personal. What's going on?
Well, I came over here to tell you how pleased I am, really pleased, that you're going to see Jake, and maybe see if I can help you pack.
Oh, yes, please. Help me decide what to take. I'm so disorganized.
Love to. And then we'll plan strategy.
Ruby, do you still think I should give up my life in Port Charles for Jake?
Listen, much as I'd hate to see you gone, I think you have to keep an open mind.
Aren't you leaving out one major point?
What?
That Jake might not want me, either in Port Charles or wherever, South America.
Wash your mouth with soap. Now, he's crazy about you, and you're crazy about him. You're both just pig-headed, that's all.
You suppose that runs in the family?
What does that mean?
That means that you are still refusing to make any kind of a commitment to Dan Rooney when I know you two love each other.
Maybe. I think Dan loves me, and I probably love Dan.
Maybe it's just...
I don't know.